All right, so folks, we are back on the W.A.D.E concept presented by the Ring Magazine, and today I want to take a look at Andrew Tate. That's right, a man rumored to be fighting on Misfits. I'm hearing rumors that announcements may be coming soon on this fight before Christmas Dubai card that Misfits is potentially going to run. Will Andrew Tate be on it? I don't know yet, but who knows? That may change by the time you see this video. If that is the case, I thought we should look back at some of the things that have come out this year and see where is Andrew Tate currently, because I've done videos in the past about Andrew Tate's kickboxing career, what he may look like potentially had he fought 2 years ago, 3 years ago, last year. But I want to know, where is he at currently? What does he look like right now? And what are the skills he possesses? Where does it stack up when it comes to Misfits fighters? I don't have those answers, but today we're going to take a look at Andrew Tate sparring 60 different dudes in one session. And also we're going to take a look at some other stuff. Krogman flew out to the Tate estate and sparred him as well, and I want to compare and contrast some things going on with him and one Jake Pauler. But let's take a look. Andrew Tate spars 60 dudes, and where is he just at in 2025? In big 2025, can Andrew Tate still hack it? Because I think in his prime, he was a very good kickboxer and one that would come in and probably wreck a lot of the people at his weight class in the Misfits scene. But I think he's in his late 30s now. Can he still hack it? The breakdown. Let's go. Hey, you see a face like this before sparring? Yeah, nah. You either are about it or it's going to get ugly. And again, I don't know the level of the guys that Tate is going to spar here, but this dude was maybe not the most prestigious kickboxing champion in the world. It wasn't, K1. It wasn't Glory. But he was damn good, at least compared to the average layman. So he's probably about to fuck some people up.
Last 30 seconds.
Jesus.
Come on. Hit him back. Good. Good. Come forward.
This guy already gotten tuned up. No headgear on sparring if you have no idea what you're doing is insane, especially if you're sparring a guy that does know what he's doing. Just touching him, lead hand, boom, boom, rolling with that. Tate is very tall, and he keeps his hands down a lot, but it's almost an inviting kind of stance, like inviting you to swing so that he can counter over the top. The chin does go up, but, I think that's from his kickboxing days. He's got a lot of, movement in the upper body and at the waist, which allows him to make you miss counter. It's a risky way to fight, but with someone with his experience, you can get away with it, and it makes you even more dangerous offensively.
Good.
Look at the right hand counter over.
Last 20 seconds.
Yeah, this guy's got nothing for him. To the body, yup. And something that I've seen Tate do a lot too is utilize body work. You don't see a lot of taller guys using the body work a lot, mainly because it takes a lot of effort to get down there. Heavyweights and cruiserweights don't really go to the body as much as I think they should, because it takes a lot of effort to get down there and you put yourself in risky positions. But Tate does it a lot, especially with his lead hand to the body and to the liver.
Stand up taller, pump that jab out. Go reach back. Throw with a bit more intense.
To the body, there you go again.
1 minute.
You know what's coming upstairs. Yup. Level change.
1 minute.
This guy's looking for the body shot again. Fake. Boom. Upstairs. Hold that. Uppercut. Good shot selection. I mean, this guy's he's not got anything. At that point, he had nothing. I don't know how experienced this dude is, but his stance doesn't look terrible. But he's nowhere near Tate's level. He's just getting battered. And I try not to watch the guys he's actually sparring, because he should whip their asses, right? Like, these are not guys that are on his level. I'm just watching the nuances in what he does. I want to see someone that's on his level for sure in this video or some other, but the nuances in what he does and how he can transition that to, strictly boxing, that's what I'm looking for. I don't expect this to be very difficult for him.
3, 4.
Jesus! This guy got shot in the face? What's going on here?
Get up. 5, 6. Last 5 seconds. Swing back. Last 5 seconds. Go.
Nice.
Time.
Nice. Well done. Here we go.
Just fucking these dudes up, dude. Look, hey, I did it. Now, again, there is something to be said for getting in there and really, you know, trying your hand at boxing or combat sports. If you've never done it, it's a humbling experience, especially when the first time you do it, it's someone that is experienced and they're teaching you a little bit of a lesson of what it actually means to get punched in the face, because everybody thinks they know until it happens, right? I remember getting my ass whipped in my first couple of sparring sessions. I was like, fuck this, dude. And eventually, you know, you continue on and you get better and better, and that doesn't happen as much. But this guy got a no pun intended, got a taste of what boxing is. I mean, this is just disrespectful, dude. This is just disrespectful. He's just like freaking kung fu stance, parry, the lead hand, just very short right hand. The guy, hey, high guard and gets underneath it. That's not bad. Tate's just switching on him, doesn't really care. This guy's tired. Oh, shit. Oh, to the body. Fuck all that, dude. Okay, we turn it up a little bit here.
Good hook, good hook. 10 seconds.
Jesus, who is this guy? I need Tate to spar someone his size, because this guy's got one shoe on, one shoe off. What's going on, bro? Oh, Jesus. Fuck that. Styling on him and all. And he's trips it. Okay, here we go. We got somebody now. I was going to say, enough with these guys. This guy can fight a little bit, it looks like. Oh. I was going to say, don't give him space and opportunity. If you're going to blitz Tate, he's very awkward with his defense. A lot of it's like frame out, chin up, and then head movement to get around. But if you're going to pressure him, then pressure him. Don't stand there in striking range where he can start teeing off on you. To the body. Woo! Misses the right hand, but he wanted to go body right hand.
Come on, straight back up. Straight back up.
That gazelle hook is nasty too, man. Tate has a nice kind of leaping in lead hook, and he does it from range, so unless you strike a right hand down the pipe as he's moving in, there's not much you can really do to him. See, if you try to counter him with a hook of your own, he's there to parry it or catch it. He's going to throw his. So you got to go right hand down the center, head off center line, or otherwise you're going to get clipped.
Straight back up. 5,
Catch counters.
7,
With the jab, we like that.
9, 10, back in.
This guy gets Tate a little bit with his feint to draw out the lead hand, but he doesn't capitalize, so Tate can just stand there. And then he gives him the same shot. Go around the guard with that.
10, back in.
Make him adjust.
Minute and a half left.
Good jab of the body from Tate. Same sequence over and over. This time the guy caught the hook, tries to throw one back of his own, but Tate comes with a right hand behind it, so it's the hook right hand that, like, it's not the same one that you would see from like a Vlad Klitschko or somebody like that, which is one of my favorite combinations from Vlad or Vitaly, by the way. Maybe Vitaly's is even better. He would touch you with the jab, feint, body jab, hook right hand, back to the jab right hand. Like, the Klitschko brothers loved that stuff, and they kind of resemble the same height. They were bigger, obviously, but the same height and frame as Tate. They would touch with the jab, then they would come in with the hook, right hand behind it. Now, Tate gets a little off balance here and has to kind of retreat and use his head movement. Oh, fuck. But even out of southpaw, he's looking for shots. Even out of compromised spots, he's looking for counters. Bang. Head off center. They both trade hooks, but Tate gets there and gets his level change. Good stuff. You don't commit, he's going to stand right there in front of you. Better get some respect and back him off. Can't go straight back. Right hand. Again, he doesn't respect that. There's nothing there. That's a bit better of a right hand. There's so much movement. So much energy being wasted. Unless you're in shape. Pump your jab. Good shot from Tate. Jab. Gains range with his feet. Right hand. Good shot. There we go. There's some fighting. There we go. Tate goes to the body. This guy covers up, back upstairs. And these are the spots where he takes that risk to get into range, to try to hurt you to the body and to bully you a bit, Tate will take a lot of risks, and this is one of them, where he either trusts his chin or his head movement, but he'll be hands down in the pocket. So if you are able to get underneath or catch a shot and fire back, there'll be opportunities for you. It's just Tate trusts himself, or maybe just doesn't respect this guy enough to really do anything about it other than stand there and take that punch. Jab. You see what I'm talking about. When Tate enters, big power with the jab. Nope, head back. So if you want to counter, there's a right hand, head back. Nope. Now again,
Get back up. The drum scissors are tired. They're not power thrust.
head's out of the way. All head movement, hands down, all head movement. And I like what Tate is one. I think one of the videos I broke down, Tate said something about standing there with that high guard and how that's not an effective defense for the heavier weight classes. Damn, is this guy dead over here? Who knocked him out? What's going on there? He said, you know, catching punches right there, you're still going to get hurt. Because at heavyweight, at cruiserweight, whatever it'll be that he fights, guys can crack. So catching those punches doesn't mean that you've stopped the impact. It may have softened the blow a little bit, but you're still getting hit and getting hit hard. So instead, anticipation, maybe even with your hands down to be able to see things, head movement be better than just standing there with your high guard, potentially exposing your body and catching punches that are already going to hurt regardless. Now, he is going to be fighting Chase Demore, so you're going to see a bit of a more unorthodox style even from Chase. How Tate deals with that, we'll see. But Chase is, you know, technically not the greatest, but he's got big-time power. And if Tate is to get in a situation where we're in a 50-50, I mean, look at this right hand. This is crazy. The commitment, and then just to get, like, super low. Throws the right hand, gets super low. And again, ducks underneath to come back, switching stance. It's super unorthodox, even here. Right? We tie up, frame, over the top. I think he has an overhook here. Bang. Oh, yeah, it's not going to go well. Yeah, it's not going to go well.
Pressure him. He's so tired. Trust me. Pressure me. I'm tired.
Oi.
I'm tired. Pressure me. I'm tired. Come on, Thailand. 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 Come on.
Can't be hesitant, man. This is the one thing. If you're going to fight, spar a guy like Tate, you have to be just as aggressive as he is. And if you're on the front foot, you have to throw punches. He's looking for opportunities to counter you, but if you stand there and half-ass your punches, that makes it even worse. At least if you throw, your body weight will transfer, get off center, head underneath, roll out, find ways to stay off the center line. But if you're hesitant, you're just going to be an easy pickings for him here. Look at that. Boom. You paid for it. You didn't commit and you paid for it.
Come on, Thailand. Come on, Thailand.
Didn't commit and you paid for it.
Come on, Thailand.
Didn't commit and you paid for it. Again.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. For those that think that Andrew Tate had a not so good kickboxing career because he wasn't in K1 or because he wasn't in Glory, the guy can fucking fight. And again, this is somebody that he is far better than, so I'm not even talking about the difference in talent, but this is not a amateur level setup here and delivery. Beautiful. Feint to the body with the jab. Bang. Upstairs with the hook. That's nice. That is nice. All right, so that's not the only thing I wanted to take a look at today because there's more of Andrew Tate as he just fucking obliterated everybody in that spar. Normally, I'd say, listen, that's not a good way to be sparring guys with no experience, but these guys, I think, signed up and paid to do that. I still think Andrew probably took it a little light on them, but not great for those dudes. Here's another guy. Apparently, this is a pro fighter that Andrew Tate was sparring recently as well. What we got here? I always hear pro fighter with some of these guys, and I wonder if they really are because of the way they spar. You know, this guy's being very light with Andrew right here. Oi, but Andrew's not playing. It's good defense versus southpaw. Southpaws are tricky, man. Always trying to fight that lead foot. Nice jab. Again, he's got a massive size and reach advantage on this guy. and he uses it. Touches him, then goes straight in. Breaks his timing with that jab. Very nice stuff. Defense on the way out.
Nice.
Good turn. Telling y'all, Tate's for real, man. Tate's for real. Good. If you're going to spar or fight Tate, he's going to pressure you. He's going to make sure that you feel a lot of what he does just with him controlling space and distance. He's going to pressure, be in close, even as a tall fighter looking for shots. And in those moments, you have to be able to counter him. You have to get some respect right here. Because, again, you'll see the frame come out, the hands come down, and he's still standing tall. It's a risky way he fights, and sometimes he pays for it.
Good.
Right hand. Again, look where he wants to be. He wants to be in close and pressure. You got to be able to make him pay with that kind of stuff. And I know that Andrew Tate is like 38 or something like that in his late 30s, but it doesn't really look like he's lost a step. At least, you know, compared to the people he may be fighting. If it is Misfits, we've heard the rumors that it's Chase D'Amour. If it's Chase D'Amour, Andrew Tate has got more than capable ability to beat Chase D'Amour. And I don't mean to sound disrespectful to Chase, but this is a guy that's been doing this far longer, has far more natural talent for this sport, and just is, again, better. I'm just going to be honest, he's better. Chase is probably a little bigger and probably a bit of a better athlete in the totality of what athletes are. But when it comes to the sport of boxing, Tate is far and away better at this. So Chase has to make things, if I'm just looking at this early on, if this is a real matchup, if we get a confirmation, Chase would have to make this an ugly fight. Think the Alan Belcher fight where Chase was just all over him, trying to tie him up, not let him get any punches off. That's what Chase would have to do. But again, you're seeing Tate fight inside. You're seeing him take that risk of being in there, in the clinch, still not get hit for the most part, even though there are times where you can catch him, and then get back to range, set things up with his jab, lead hook to the body, looking for the liver shot, right hand over the top. He's got all the weapons, and he doesn't look like he has really slowed down enough for a guy like Chase or really anybody else at that division to hurt him badly. Now, I found this interesting. I don't know if I want to make a full video about this. I was going to, but I was like, maybe not. Krogman, you know, the guy that constantly is sparring his followers or fighting his followers in their backyard. He made a video today with the one and only Jake Paul, and I'm going to have to mute the music, but here he is fighting with Jake in Puerto Rico. He meets Jake in the backyard. Here we go. So I want to watch this mainly because I want to see just anything that I can find from Jake, but also to compare and contrast. I know I'm reaching here more than Tito Ortiz is reaching for that wine and grapes and cheese, but I'm trying to just make small comparisons to see, like, we know what Jake is. How does he handle a bit of a chaotic, wild scenario where this Krogman guy who can't fight but does come out and give it his best, and he's unorthodox as all hell. How does he do with that versus how did Tate do just a couple of months earlier? Let's look at this. So Krog throws a looping overhand, isn't there. Oh! Tries to sneak a jab through. Actually touches Jake with the jab, but gets touched with one of his own. And here he comes again, looping shot. I mean, to be fair, he followed up. Fair play to the kid. He's coming after it. You know? He's swinging for the bleachers. Jake touches him to the body. That's kind of going to hurt. And now he's tired. He's coming for it, though. You know, I give the guy credit. He comes in and tries, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it, right? I will say, though, he had a little bit of success there for a bit. I mean, crazy with the tighty whities out, showing off the freaking peen and the whole deal. Also, Jake is fucking huge, dude. This has got to be recent. I'm just shocked that Jake looks the way he looks. He almost looks out of shape, and I know that's not the case, but he just looks so plumpy. But anyway, I wanted to look at this because I wanted to see how he looked against Andrew Tate, who he sparred a couple months earlier. Tripping over yard work and whatnot. At least they're doing it in the grass. You could say this is a younger, even less experienced than he is now, Krogman, who did not want to commit to going full bore, especially early here versus Tate. Like, that right hand is like, I still am having a little bit of reservation about this. There's a decent one, but again, Tate just kind of leans back at the waist. That's his defense. His go-to defense is, I'm going to make it feel like I'm in range, either hop back or lean back at the waist. Right? We're going to get out of range, reset, lean back at the waist. That's a beautiful, by the way, that's a great frame. Not that it matters because, again, Krog is throwing a baseball pitch, but it's a very interesting way to defend, almost George Foreman-like with the freaking Wing Chun, bang. And I was taught something like this when I was training for my fight, was to just frame everything with the lead hand that comes across that left shoulder, right? If you're going to throw a right hand, I'm going to catch it before you get it off with my hand, or if you do get it off, I'm going to catch it with my forearm or the back of my tricep by framing everything. So having any sort of defense off the lead hand would be bang, tucking my chin under that shoulder, and then catching everything else either there or there. And Tate does a little bit of that as well, right? Ties up this backhand, catch with the backhand, push that jab out of the way, lead hand gets caught, kind of, even though Krog throws right through it. Gets caught there, and Tate rolls with it. He doesn't quite land. It's good defense. Just as a movement, not looking at who he's fighting. It's a risky, like I said, it's a risky way, but it's a very slick defense Tate has. Making you miss by small amounts and then trying to make you pay. He's got good reactions. That's really what it is Tate's still got good eyes and good reactions.
Fucking throw a punch, man.
Tate's brother's like, what are we doing here? Yeah, to the body. Good level change. Again, I want to reiterate for the billionth time, this is not an indication of Tate versus anybody with skill, because Krog has none of that. But just watch the movements, watch the reactions, what he wants to come to. Again, he wants this counter right hand, but Krog's not committing enough, right? So he wants to be able to throw this right hand behind it, but he sees Krog is getting out of there too quickly. So instead, behind the jab this time, he goes, fuck the right hand over the top. I'll just catch you with the lead hook. And he does a good job of not backing up so that he gives himself an ability to get back to range. He backs up twice. This third one, he steps into the hook. Like, I'll eat your jab, but you'll have this hook instead.
1, 2.
It's just, again, experience.
4.
Being able to see punches, counter over the top of them. Still looking for that pull right hand. Woo! Signature shot. Again, look at the range he covers to get into this freaking liver shot. Boom. It's a good shot. And, again, you see there is no defense here if you're able to catch that. Bang, boom, right hand over. But he's banking on you not seeing that coming off the level change and then the right hand coming over the top if you even do catch that. So you're here. You got time to either counter real quick or he's bringing bang, bang, right hand right behind it. And again, just switching stance, doing whatever he wants.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Catch, get that away from me, jab to the body. Touch there. All right, so that's what I kind of see. Now, Krogman is doing this more for clout than anything else, and fair play to him. He's a monster in this, Instagram, TikTok shorts, Twitter even, going out and fighting people. But realistically, when I watch Andrew Tate in his version right now, when I watch him in this iteration, I see a couple of different versions of him. I see this one, the bully, where he'll walk you down, especially if he has a reach advantage. And he's got some speed to him when he's fresh and he's taking it more serious. You can kind of see. Like, this is the most speed in combinations we've seen out of some of his spars. This is why I say, even at his age, it doesn't look like he's fallen off as far as his athletic ability or his timing or his speed. A lot of switching to stance, and he can fight out of both stances, it looks like. And again, you see what happens when you do have a bit of success with Tate. It's when he is within that range and he's closing distance and he's standing in range, right? When he's closed distance, that's a nice counter left hook from whoever cousin Luke is. Takes that, boom. Short left hook. It's when he gets into range and he no longer has that reach advantage and he no longer is looking to counter and fire. He's looking to be strictly offensive and his eyes get kind of fixated on that and he's throwing his combinations. There's opportunities to land there. There's where the risk comes in, and that's where Tate, it seems like, gets caught the most. And because he's a taller guy that fights with his hands down and his chin sort of up, that's going to happen. Again, we talked about risk management. That's the entirety of what Tate's bully style offense is, where If he's on that front foot and he's walking you down, it's risk management. He's like, I don't respect enough of what you've shown me to stop walking you down. You haven't hit me with anything that's hurt me. I'm going to continue on. And that's fighting, by the way, guys. You can't get, what is it? You can't swim and not get wet. That's fighting. So when I look at this spar, you can start to get an idea for what him versus Chase would look like. Chase is unorthodox. He's a heavyweight, so he's a little bit bigger than Tate is. He is a bit more green, obviously, and he's going to make a lot of mistakes that Tate can capitalize on. Again, hypothetically, if this fight were to happen. But there will be moments for Chase, especially early when both guys are fresh, to just throw something out. And we've seen with Chase Damore, sometimes if he just throws something out, he can hurt you with it, right? Like he could just throw out a jab right hand and he can hurt you with it because he's 6'5", 240. But outside of those moments, Tate has so much more experience. This is going to be a tough fight for Chase, man. I can see Tate knocking him out early. No joke. And I love Chase. I could be wrong. But if this thing materializes, I was thinking maybe I'll come into this video and Tate will look a little slower. Maybe there's something there that I'm not seeing from him in a couple of years. Maybe he's just, he's lost some speed. He's lost some fire on his punches. He's not in shape. That doesn't seem to be the case. The guy stays in shape. He's got experience, got talent. His eyes, his read reactions are all still there. I thought I could make a video where I could try to poke holes in what Tate would be able to do in Misfits. But if he comes in and has this kind of speed, agility, reactivity, quickness, and he can do it for rounds, he'll be a problem for everybody. Chase would just be the first victim. And again, I don't mean to be disrespectful to the GOAT, Chase Damore, but I'm just saying this would be easy work, I think. And regardless if it's Chase Damore or really anybody else outside of maybe like a Darren Till or, as the skill moves up at Misfits, he's going to cause a lot of problems to a lot of people, man. I think because of who he is online and because of the controversies and everything else, people forget that Andrew Tate was at least a good kickboxer. And a good kickboxer now transitioning to boxing versus very green, not experienced, not as skilled boxers is going to dominate. That's what I think. But there it is. Andrew Tate sparring. Again, I wanted to get on here and poke a lot of holes in Andrew Tate's, game right now to make some sort of unbiased comparison to what potentially he could be at Misfits. And yeah, there's moments. And again, he fights a risky style with his hands down and his chin up. And even then, he'll take risks to accentuate the risks that already are inherent with the style of fighting he has. But again, with the risk comes high reward. He is able to move more freely. He's able to land better counter shots. And because of that movement, because of his explosivity, because of his read reactions, even at his age, he's able to fight out of both stances, stand bladed, give you different looks, fight off the back foot, front foot. He's just fucking good. That's really what it is. Regardless of the headlines and everything else, when it comes to fighting specifically, Andrew Tate is better than you think, and he's fighting Chase Damore like rumored to be. I don't see how he loses it. I'll be honest. So that's just what I think. You guys let me know down below. Andrew Tate, is he officially going to be on Misfits? And if so, what is his skill level? What do you think he could actually do? Could he take over Misfits? Could he be the new face of the promotion, or at least one of them? The guys like Andrew Tate, potentially Carl Froch coming in. KSI is still there. What happens next for Andrew Tate? Is he going to actually fight on Misfits? Don't have those answers, but if he does, he's going to be fucking dangerous. So will it be December 20th? Dubai, Andrew Tate, maybe Chase Damore? Guess we'll find out.